You did it, folks. You made it. We're here. Welcome to Wayward Comedy's official Tumbleroot Showcase. We've got a whole bunch of funny comedians. I've got them locked back there for the last 30 minutes. Who knows what the hell they're doing to warm up. I'm afraid Isabel Madley could not be here to host tonight. She got called in the field to use her comedy powers against the fires out there, so let's give Isabel a hand here. My name is Nick Pelton. I'll be hosting tonight. This is my least stained pair of pants. This is a formal occasion. This is a special occasion, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to be excited. How is everybody? Did you guys have a good week? What do you tell me? Let me know. Yeah. How the fuck do you even fucking remember your week? They just legalized weed, people. We don't have to remember anything ever again. It doesn't matter if I embarrass myself up here, folks. I'm not going to remember it. I'll be the last person to know if I do that. We got anybody out here from Albuquerque? Make the drive? Okay, a little pocket there. How about Los Alamos? Okay, thank God. Anytime I don't hear any Los Alamos, I get suspicious. Like, do they know something we don't know? Are they in their bunkers right now? What the fuck's going on? Anybody come from further? Further, okay, I got it. Well, let me be the first to tell you then, this is not real Mexico. This is New Mexico. And so this happens all the time. If you were under the assumption that this is one of those shows with a donkey and a lady, I'm afraid you're at the wrong place. They do the donkey lady shows on Wednesday here at Tumbleroot. This coming Wednesday, I'll be the donkey. All right. So like I said, I've got the comedians locked up back here. There's a lot of weird noises coming from back here, people, I'll tell you what. I think I hear a donkey now. But first, before we let them out, I'd like to go through a really brief comedy meditation with you all. Let's meet the comedians halfway. How about that? This is a very special, very old comedy meditation. It was created by ancient guru clown Mahatma Bonk Bonk. And Mahatma Bonk Bonk liked to say the following. He'd like to say that comedy starts with spirit. And what he actually meant was liquor when he said spirit, like spirits, okay? That's right. So we're gonna go through a quick comedy meditation. Real quick, everybody. First to start off, please take a sip of your beer. Now, that's right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to comedy. And cheers to meditating. You'll first feel it go through what we call the heartburn chakra. It's right here. And you really want to catch it there. So please lift your shoulders up like this. You should feel a pinching sensation in your throat. Oftentimes I like to make this noise. Try it with me now. You guys are good. You're getting it now. Now as the booze travels south, it hits what we call the bloated region. Right here, the bloated chakra. I want you guys to let it out, okay? We're not here to impress anybody, okay? Nobody's getting laid tonight. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but that's just a fact. Wayward comedy night. Feel the bloated sensation and go, oh. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Very good. You've done this before. Now the last part of the journey is where we stop it. That's what we call the anal chakra. I want you to clench that anal chakra as hard as you can. There it is, good. This guy got it real quick. Like a shotgun trigger. And the goal is all of the anxiety of the week, all of the bad things that happen to you over the course of the day, you capture it. And you turn it into a little ball, and it never leaves, ever, for a million years. Like stars in the sky. All right, good work, everybody. I think we're there. Let's get it started. Let's let these folks out. Our first comedian's a very funny lady from Albuquerque. Her name's Anella. You can catch her next week at Outpost 1706. Kate, come on out. All right, give it up for Anella, everybody.
To open, and he was right. Gonna let you guys in on a little secret. If you have to ask, she didn't come. If you ask and she says yes, she also didn't come. Alright. I realized I've been watching too much porn recently because not only do I have my favorite production company, the lighting team is excellent, but I have two favorite male porn stars, which nobody ever has male porn stars as their favorites. Ladies, do you have your phones out? I'm gonna give you their names. It's Owen Gray and Small Hands. She said it, she knows, guys. Oh man. They frequently do devil's threesomes, which are 2 men and 1 woman, and let me tell you, for a woman, those are the best because we don't have to do anything. Yeah. But I decided to take a break from porn and just try and masturbate au naturel, just me and my thoughts and my vibrator, okay? Which guy that I was dating, key emphasis on was, told me that my vibrator was why he couldn't make me come naturally. I've nominated him for Mansplaining Award of the Year. And unless a man in here has tried to explain how to give birth, I think he's gonna win it, all right? Oh man, but have you ever tried masturbating as an overthinker? When you have a little bit of anxiety in there? I went from fantasizing about the hot jewelry maker that I made out with that one time to imagining what the wedding ring he would design me would look like. And I completely lost my orgasm because there's something about commitment and climaxing that don't go well together in my head. Yeah. Don't feel bad for me though, I have a therapist, okay? She's a new one. My last therapist, she tried to insinuate that I was a sex addict, which is the most clinical way of slut-shaming someone ever. But my new therapist is like, yeah, have all the sex you want, just make sure to set boundaries. So if anyone knows of a new therapist for me, let me know. Alright? God, I really hate dating though, especially when you're all tall like me. It's really hard, okay? And the pickup lines are the worst. Right? As a tall woman, I get, I'd like to climb you like a tree. You look like you could actually climb me like a tree. No. Or you're a tall drink of water. You look like you should be drinking out of a sippy cup. Please do not talk to me like that, okay? Or the super, super unoriginal one of, oh, you're tall, do you play sports? Do you play basketball? If you want me to handle your balls, come up with a better pickup line than that, all right? God. My friend started dating a boomer recently. Yep, his daughter is a year younger than she is. But it's okay because he's a doctor and he has a plane. So, he brought up one of my cardinal rules of dating that I've made for myself though, which is, if he is a father, I cannot call him daddy in the bedroom. Which is not a problem for them because he wants to take it slow. If he takes it any slower, he's gonna die before they have sex. Which also, if you're gonna have a midlife crisis, have the midlife crisis. You don't get a Lamborghini and go the speed limit, alright? If they do get married though, I've thought a lot about this, if they do get married, instead of saying I do, she's gonna just say, okay, boomer. Oh man, you guys, how is everyone doing tonight? Yeah. That's excellent to hear. I'm doing great. I just moved out of my parents' basement. Yes, I'm doing all the adult chores now. I'm buying groceries, I'm paying rent, I'm dying slowly. But I've determined that my least favorite adult chore out there is buying a new mattress. That is even worse than getting a root canal, which I got a root canal recently, and halfway through the doctor was like, okay, you can close and rest your jaw now, I'm gonna just rearrange the other tools. And I said, Dr. Baca, please, we're both professionals here. Or at least that's what I would have said if I didn't have lockjaw. But buying a new mattress is worse. It's way worse, you guys. I I went in and I asked a friend first. I was like, can I have any advice on buying a new mattress? I asked my friend Samantha, and she said, doesn't matter what mattress you get, as long as you get 2 toppers on your mattress, you'll have the best sleep ever. I don't know about you guys, but if there were 2 tops in my bed, I wouldn't get any sleep at all. All right. But I went into the mattress store, and the salesperson accosted me, as they do, and he was showing me around. He's like, okay, over here we have the beds made of clouds that are $11,000. And over here we have the bales of hay that are in your price range. But I finally settled on a mattress. There's like 2 that I was deciding between. And I was trying to get comfy in the bed, was feeling uncomfortable, and the salesperson came back over and was like, just kick your feet up, get super comfy in the bed. If you sleep on your back, try lying on your back, just try out all the positions. So he walked away, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna lie on my back and see how this works out. And then I was like, okay, I'll lie on my side. It's like, okay, sometimes I sleep on my stomach. And I was like, what other positions would I be in this bed? Just kidding, you guys. There were no tops in that store to do anything about it. We know salespeople are bottoms, all right? My name is Anella, you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Give it up for the rest of your comics.
Give it up for Kate, everyone! Woo! Starting the show hot, talking about porn. Kate might be excited to know that Pornhub is actually making a big deal with Albuquerque right now, giving Albuquerque a lot of money to change its name to Albuquerque. All we have to do is get rid of an R. It's an easy deal. Albuquerque, actually, funny enough, is the name of my favorite male porn star. Check him out. All right, we're having fun. We're moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we've got a very funny comedian right here from Santa Fe. His name is T.J. Jones. Give it up for T.J. Jones.
Give it up for Nick Pelton, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing good? Yeah, I'm kind of fat. A friend of mine just recently roasted me on stage. She asked me while she was on stage, TJ, do old men just pick out a hat and wear that for the rest of time? And my response was, yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually. The reason that I wear this hat is because I don't want to come off as a fat Nosferatu. We got any nerds out there? Nerds? Hipster Baron Harkonnen, okay? Not that many nerds. Folks, it's such a shame that I'm sober because I think drugs are great. I really like drugs. I like all drugs, Advil, Valtrex, LSD, black tar heroin. I think it's all good shit. I like drugs so much that I wound up getting into trouble and wound up in counseling for a really long time. And this is what I learned from counseling is that I really hate drug counselors. I think they're a bunch of fuckheads. It's because they just give terrible advice. They're always giving terrible advice and really just enabling people. And I didn't go into a 12-step program, but all the time they would tell me, oh, TJ, you need to find a higher power. You have to find a higher power or you'll never get better. And I was like, well, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that shit. And I really don't want to be a part of your sobriety cult, okay? So just, leave me alone. And, I'm really happy to say that they were wrong. They were wrong. I never found a higher power, and I've been sober for 10 years. So, yeah, thanks. So, fuck you, people who tried to help me. Yeah. This is like a really dangerous group right here. Did you guys all meet at a rally or something? Like maybe on January 6th or something? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for coming out. I have been smoking pot recently, so I guess I'm not 100% sober. Yeah, it's not going well. I know that people find it to be, it puts them at ease and, they sleep better and stuff like that. What usually happens to me is I find myself in a hellish landscape trapped with this person that I cannot stand, me. And I'll do an impression for you, okay? This is an impression of me later on tonight at the after party when somebody hands me a joint, okay? So. Oh fuck. Fuck. What do I don't know what to do with my arms. What do I do with my just gonna get the fuck. Maybe if I go stand over here. No, this is not it. This is not the spot. God, it's fucking hot in here. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm just gonna go over here for a second. Come on, TJ, get it together. Get it together. Why do I wear this fucking hat all the time? Damn it. Come on, just shake it off, dude. Just shake it off. Cause the haters gonna hate. Come on, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Help me out here. Yeah, that's me, later on tonight. Yeah, you can applaud, that's okay. Thank you for that. I told you to do something and you did it. The other drug that I really like is ecstasy. Anybody else? Anybody out there like ecstasy? MDMA? There's a couple people out there. It's kind of a dangerous drug because the danger is that you might wind up listening to really shitty music and enjoying it. It's like they took Glee Club and put it into a pill and you take it and you're like, you just become really too excited about things like, oh my God, I love this song. We should dance. Interesting fact about ecstasy though, when you take it, 80% is passed in your urine unchanged. You know that? So I came up with a new drug called re-ecstasy. Yeah. Pay no attention to the fact that it comes in a reclaimed water bottle. And don't worry about the color, that's normal. That's normal. And yeah, I know it's orange, just drink it, it's okay. I'm not gonna explain to you how I know this works, but it fucking works, okay? Folks, I'm really jealous of young people. I'm 50, and I hang out with a lot of young people. Not like that, sir. I can see the look in your face. I'm not a camp counselor or anything like that. But I'm jealous of younger people because they still have hope and optimism. They're gonna get to work at companies like Uber and WeWork and Theranos, places like I've been watching a lot of documentaries. I ran into an old friend of mine recently, and he walked up to me. He was like, "Oh my God, TJ, we thought you were dead." And I was like, "I'm sorry to disappoint you." And he said, "Dude, we thought you were dead, but you just got fat and old and bald and boring." He was like, "Yeah, you're right. I wish I was fucking dead." Folks, I don't really do a lot of topical comedy. I don't talk very much about current events, things like that. But I know, we all seen what's been going on in the news recently, and I know it's on all of our minds. And so I just felt like I should address it. I don't really understand why people think Euphoria is such a good show. It's not a good show. It's a shitty show. It's filled with shitty characters. I think the creator is possibly a closet pedophile, and that's why he made the show. And the only character on the show that's likable at all is the brain-damaged drug dealer. What's his name? I can't remember his name. But anyway, you would think that I would stop watching it, but I just keep watching that fucking show. And the hero of the show, Rue, is just. She's a piece of shit, If anything, she will overdose and probably die another time on that show. Unless, really, she finds a higher power, Maybe if she finds a higher power, she'll get better, Let's see. Did you guys know there's no Amish porn? There's no Amish porn. It's kind of a bummer for me because I'm really into Amish women. Can't you see her out there standing in the corn maze? She's wearing that ankle-length skirt. She's churning butter. God, that's fucking sexy. I don't know why she's churning butter in a corn maze, but it's my fancy. Fuck off. She has a strange superstition about post-Civil War technology, and she's terrified of dolls with eyes. But, I mean, I'm never gonna be able to meet an Amish woman, you know? What am I gonna, like, go cruising in northern Ohio and western Pennsylvania? No, that's not gonna happen. And there's no Amish porn. It's a bummer. There's porn where people are dressed like they're Amish, but you can tell that shit's fake. You can tell it's fake. For all I know, they're fucking Mennonites, and that shit's gross. That's just gross. There's no Amish porn, but there's another kind of porn that I discovered called dumpster fucking. Yeah, dumpster fucking. That's a thing. This is what happens when you stay up too late on drugs, fucking cruising the internet, is that you discover dumpster fucking. And I clicked on the link, I'm not gonna lie, and then I discovered that there's more than one kind of dumpster fucking. There's actually several kinds. There's two kinds, really. There's professional dumpster fucking, where they went out and bought a dumpster and brought it into a studio and cut a sidewall out of it, and they lit it really well and get better camera angles and stuff like that. And then there's the other, they bought that fucking dumpster. That video had a budget, you know what I'm saying? And then there's the other kind of dumpster fucking, where they just waited in an alley for waste management to come, and then they just jumped into the dumpster and got it on. And you know that feeling that you get sometimes when you're taking the trash out and some liquid drips out of the trash bag and hits your shoe? Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt like I was watching the video. But I finished it. I finished watching it. Or, well, I should just say I finished. I finished it because I wanted to watch them climb out of the dumpster afterwards. I thought it might give it like more of an art house feel, you know what I mean? But as bad as dumpster fucking is, it's still better written than Euphoria. It really is. Oh, folks, if you haven't figured it out yet, I am single. Yeah, I know I'm gonna die alone. It's okay. This was before the pandemic. I was actually dating somebody. I know that's hard to believe. It could happen. All right. I was dating somebody, and what I discovered about myself is that I'm one of the most unavailable and uncharismatic people in a dating situation. And it really didn't seem to bother her very much, but she was drinking the entire time. And she would ask me, like, does it bother you that I drink? And I was like, no, of course not. Every drink that you take lowers your standards, so that works for me, okay? And then she said, this is not a joke, she said, yeah, I make really bad choices when I drink. Well, that's great. Now I know this is going to end because eventually you're going to sober up and then you're going to realize the bad choice that you've made. Oh yeah, that's a really bad one to end on. I'm going to try one more. Thank you for coming out, folks. Thank you to Tumbleroot. Give it up for all your comics tonight. I just want to tell this story. The last time I did comedy here, God, I bombed so bad. It was painful for the audience and for myself. It was so quiet while I was on stage, I could literally hear traffic passing by out here in Agua Fria. And after the show, I saw a friend of mine, my friend Only Lou, and I walked up to her after the show. I know her from being a DJ. I'm a DJ, and she's a DJ too. I'm a big fan of hers. And I walked up to her after the show, and I was like, "I'm really surprised you're here. I didn't know that you would go out for comedy." And she was like, "Oh no, we love coming to comedy. It's always fun." And she said, I was explaining to my friends that I know you from being a DJ, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I said, "Did you enjoy the show?" And she said, "Oh, I think that you're a really good DJ." Folks, that's it for me. Thank you so much. You've been a great crowd. Give it up for your host, Nick Pelton.
All right, TJ Jones, keep it going for TJ Jones. Not only is he a hilarious comedian, He's a good friend of mine, and he single-handedly kept me off of sobriety for the last 10 years. Every time I get a little sober, curious, sober tempted, you know what, Nick, I'm gonna straighten out, maybe go back to school. I think of T.J. Jones, and we're going straight to whiskey tonight. All right, keep it going, everybody. Up next, we got a very funny comedian, used to be from Santa Fe, but defected to Albuquerque. His name is Tripp Stelnicki. Give it up for Tripp Stelnicki, everybody. Keep it going for your previous comic, everybody. All right, that's enough. Back to me. So, how are you guys? You guys okay? Back to me. Enough about... I was just in Denver. You guys have heard of it. When I was in Denver, yeah, back to me. What? Colorado Springs. Okay, all right. So I was in Denver. Some cities are near other cities. All right, we're starting off hot. Geography lessons. So I was in Denver. I'm never even gonna get this joke out. I was in Denver, and when I was in Denver, I told people I was doing comedy. I was like, I came up from New Mexico. And one guy was like, you came up from New Mexico? Do you guys have good cocaine in New Mexico? I was like, is there a guy behind me who looks like he would know the answer to that question? Was it the mom jeans? Was it the... They're like, that guy looks like Ray Romano's shitty nephew. I bet he knows about... I've been up here for 30 seconds. Everybody in this room already knows I'm not the cocaine guy. That's how first impressions work. If anybody in here is looking for cocaine tonight, the second I came on stage, your brain was like, not him. I mean, maybe the next comic. I don't know. You can't ask me about hard drugs. I mean, you can. It's not going to be effective. You can come up to me and be like, hey, you know where I can get some of those good crossword puzzles? Like, you can ask me that. I can help you out with that. I'm not the hard drug guy. I'm the kind of guy who did mushrooms once 10 years ago, and I still tell the story, even though no one has ever wanted to hear your story about how you did mushrooms 10 years ago. I don't even want to hear your story about how you're doing mushrooms right now. Let me guess. It's crazy. The end. My girlfriend smokes weed, that's what she's into. She grew up in a weed family, do you know what I mean? That's what they did in her house growing up. She smokes weed with her mom, her siblings, they smoked weed, they were a weed family. Which is cool, because I grew up in a gin and tonic family. Very different energy, yeah. A weed family is like cool and chill and curious about the world. A gin and tonic family is none of those things at all. Gin and tonic family isn't curious about the world. Gin and tonic family isn't curious about shit. The only questions that get asked in a gin and tonic household are, what's the matter with you? And why would you go all the way to the kitchen without bringing me another gin and tonic? What's the matter with you? That's both of them, that's a combo. Bonus. Double bonus if you hear it on a weeknight. The gin and tonic is the official drink of having a problem. Because when you order a gin and tonic, what you're saying is, I wish I was drinking straight gin. But every time I do that, you guys end up calling the police. So I guess throw a little tonic in there. For you. The tonic is for you. I want to taste the gin and your fear. That's... Gin and tonic is just gin, tonic, a little fear. No fruit, no garnish in a gin and tonic. There's no garnish in a gin and tonic, but it should come with a little red flag, I think. That would be cute and effective. I told that joke one night and a guy came up to me, he was like, it could be worse, man. I grew up in a Long Island iced tea family. I was like, sir, I don't think you grew up in a family. I think you grew up in a frat house. And you're entitled to government compensation. That's fucked up. So yeah, my name is Tripp. T-R-I-P-P. That's a ridiculous name, I know. If you've never met a Tripp, this is what we all look like. Not a lot of Pacific Islander Tripps floating around out there. My name is Tripp, but I won't fight you on it. If you call me something different, I'll just let it happen. It's easy. I wasn't raised in a Chardonnay household. I'm not gonna make a fuss, you know? People get it wrong all the time. I'll be like, my name is Tripp. They'll be like, nice to meet you, Jim. And I'm like, that does make more sense. Let's move forward with the conversation. It does get me in trouble socially sometimes, though. So I'll tell you guys a quick story. Set the scene. So this was like 10 years ago, right? And I was doing a ton of mushrooms. And remember when I said that earlier? It was funny, yeah. Less funny now that I'm drawing attention to it. And So I was at a party, right? And I introduced myself. You know how you introduce yourself? I was like, my name is Tripp. But the guy heard tip. That was a new one. Like the tip of a pen. Or like what a baby boomer doesn't give a waitress, right? Tip. We live in a divided country. It's very serious. I was like, okay, I'm tipped now. I can be tipped for a conversation. This is how I live my life. The problem was this guy was the host of the party. And he was being a good host. So like 20 minutes go by, he introduced me to like 50 people who now know me as Tip. I was like, this is an opportunity. I'm gonna walk through this door and start fresh as Tip. I'm gonna try being, I was walking around the party trying on Tip. I was like, yeah, pour me another gin and tonic, fuck yeah. No, we don't have good cocaine in New Mexico, but I am the guy to ask, yeah. I do look like Ray Romano's most successful nephew. Why wouldn't I say that? Why wouldn't I? I'm trying on Tip, but then, and this is a true story, it got out of hand. A guy came up to me, and he was like, you're Tip, right? And I was like, damn straight, yeah. Here's my business card, it says Tripp, they fucked it up, it's Tip, you know it's Tip. And he was like, I love the name Tip, it reminds me of Tip O'Neill. You ever heard of him? He was a politician in the Bill Clinton years. Tip O'Neill from the great state of Massachusetts. Yeah, he was the Speaker of the House, Bill Clinton years, Tip O'Neill, Speaker of the House, state of Massachusetts. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And I never do this. I was like, dude, I hate to correct you. I literally never correct people. But Tip O'Neill was from Illinois, and I told my therapist that story. She canceled my next appointment. I found out she stopped doing therapy. She opened a plant nursery. I called her up. I was like, is this about me? She was like, for once. Why are you guys owing? It's fucking comedy. You're here to laugh. We're laughing. It's not sad. My therapist is a woman. My therapist is a woman. I shouldn't say it that way. That's like when a Republican is like, I have a daughter, and you're like, I bet she's having a great week. My therapist is a woman, and I like it because it's practical. Having a woman therapist is great. It's like a dress rehearsal for your girlfriend. It's awesome. My girlfriend thinks I'm a great communicator. How could I not be? I'm paying another woman to listen to all the first draft shit. In therapy, I sound like this. And then I go home and I'm like, soft, what light through yonder window breaks? I don't know if we should have kids. It is the East and Juliet. My girlfriend's like, yay! Keep going. I'm like, I don't know the rest. I haven't had enough therapy. I don't know how it goes. I love my girlfriend. I love her. She's great. But there's a but. So you guys know how Google works, right? You guys know Google. You type it in and there it is, and that's how life is, right? So my girlfriend, and she's great. What she does is she goes to the search bar, right? And where you would just type it in. But she goes to this search bar, and she's awesome. She types in www.google.com. And she's fine. So, and then she arrives at the Google homepage, which there are people who work for Google who don't go to the Google homepage. When you go to the Google homepage, Google's like, are you sure? And then she's like, yes. And then she navigates to, and I've met her parents, and she goes to the search bar, and on the homepage, same search bar, on the homepage, then she types, do you feel how long this is taking? This is what it's like in my household. When I'm like, is that Vietnamese place open on Mondays, honey? She's like, I'm on it. It'd be faster to go to Vietnam. It'd be faster to win a war in Vietnam. It seems like a small thing to make a big deal out of, I know. But knowing how to use the internet is important. That's how, if this was 100 years ago, and I was like, oh man, guys, my wife doesn't know how to shoe a horse. You'd be like, well, goddamn, throw her in the river. What do you need her for? The horse is warm? I mean, these were olden times. I don't know how they talked. It's bad living with someone who doesn't. I'd rather be dating a Republican than because say what you will, but Republicans know how to Google. They're very good. They Google all kinds of things. Shitty podcasts. How to make transgender teenagers feel even worse. Oh look, a Dave Chappelle video. Oh, he's the only one of them that I like. And I don't mean comedians. Isn't that funny that Dave Chappelle got rich and now he hates trans people? I've never heard of a poor person who has a problem with trans. I've never heard someone be like, I hate trans people and paying rent. That doesn't... It's like you get so much money and now you just have to start making problems up. Dave Chappelle, J.K. Rowling has more money than God. She could just shut the fuck up forever. And instead, every day, all day, she goes online and is like, you know who shouldn't have any rights? And we're all like, Slytherins? And she's like, no! And we're like, damn, I thought today it might be Slytherins. She's like, and by the way, Ron Weasley was a Capricorn. Oh, shut the fuck up! Tell her to shut the fuck up! I don't know how to talk to kids, so I don't know how. I don't know what you say to them. You know, I'm 30. I should know how to talk to kids, but they're just there and they're smiling, and I'm like, yeah. So Tip O'Neill was from the great state of Illinois. You heard of that? Okay, we're done here. I don't have a lot else. You know. There's no role models for how to talk to kids. Like I was watching Willy Wonka recently, the original, obviously. And there's this moment, it's striking, I had forgotten about this, where some kid is talking, and Willy Wonka just all of a sudden gets down at his level and is like, open your mouth a little wider when you speak. And I was like, that's how you talk to a kid. That's direct, make him feel a little bad, you know? No nonsense. Then in the next scene, Willy Wonka murdered that kid, so I was like, there's no nonsense. Can't do that. I don't know how to talk to kids. I'm walking around in the world, there's moms who are just like, yeah, is that what you want? Yeah. I'm just like, suck your son's dick already, will ya? You're ruining my Ross Dress for Less shopping experience with your gross foreplay. Just get it on. I don't know how to talk to kids. So I got these two nieces, and they're 5 and 2. 5 and 2. And they're not really my nieces, they're my girlfriend's nieces, but I'm unemployed, so I need something to do. So I'm like, I got nieces now, you know? And they're cute, but they say things, they love me, and I don't trust that. That's why, because I was raised Catholic, so I know no one really loves me, you know? They'll be like, Tripp, we love you, and I'm like, what's the fucking catch? And they'll be like, can we have some more juice? And I'm like, there it is. It's always something, these transactional bitches, unbelievable. The 5-year-old, they get to an age like the 5-year-old, they're so cute, but the 5-year-old's almost a person, you know? She has like she'll say weird sideways stuff, you know? It's like, I'm like, is this passive aggressive? Are we playing a game here? What the hell? You know, like, so I was talking to her recently and I was like, I'm tired, because I don't know how to talk to kids. I was like, you know how life is hard? I'm tired. You're 5. And she was like, why are you tired? It's not nighttime. And I was like, actually, sometimes I go to bed before it's nighttime. And she was like, I thought you'd tell jokes in the nighttime. And I was like, bitch. Did you say that? Because you can tell I'm self-conscious about not working hard enough at comedy, and this is your weird passive-aggressive way of letting me know that you know that. She was like, you're silly. But as long as you're not taking your goals seriously, why don't you go get me some more fucking juice? Yes, ma'am. Hey, guys, I've been Tip O'Neill from the great state of Illinois. Keep it going for your host, Nick. Tip O'Neill, everybody, give it up. AKA Tripp. AKA the only man in Santa Fe who doesn't like to trip. But I do appreciate that he brought up, I too come from a gin and tonic family. Perhaps you can tell just by looking at me. And it's an ongoing American crisis. Young men and women cast into a world of stand-up comedy because of their gin and tonic families. I was going to AA and everybody was laughing at me and I was like, well, they might as well be drunk if I'm gonna, tell jokes here. Anyway, speaking of telling jokes, I'll get back to the professionals. Up next, we've got a very funny guy, Chuck Parker. He's got a show in Albuquerque, April 22nd at B2B, and he's also the lead singer for Duke City Riots. Give it up for Chuck Parker, everybody.
How y'all doing tonight? I'm Chuck Parker, and looks like I'm gonna be your own personal Jesus tonight. If you're wondering what you did to deserve such a shoddy budget Jesus, maybe you should have fucking prayed harder. We'll be turning water into Miller High Life later on though, so it's not all bad. Huh? The champagne of beers. And I'll be healing genital warts with the laying on of hands. So, see me after the show, you know who you are. I took an Ancestry.com test the other day for the same reason that any white person takes an Ancestry.com test, hopefully to find a little bit of color. So we can brag to our friends at spin class about how we're 157th Native American. And that's why it's not cultural appropriation when we wear moccasins and a full ceremonial headdress to Applebee's. I can't even participate in this kind of fun though. It turns out that I'm 100% cracker. I'm sorry, honky sapien is the PC term we're using these days. I am British, Irish, and Scottish, which would be the gold, silver, and bronze if depression were an Olympic sport. And it also makes anxiety, self-loathing, and alcoholism my factory settings. I don't know what I'm complaining about though. My life the last few years has been a Disney fucking musical. I wake up every morning with a song in my heart. And it goes something like, I hate myself, I really fucking hate myself, drink, hate myself, I'm a piece of human garbage, ba 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 ba, God I fucking hate myself, ba 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 ba, God, you get the fucking idea. I cherish every moment, I don't know if that's evident. All right, so I can see there's some concerns looks up here. What's your name, ma'am? She's not telling. Not telling. What's your name, sir? Russ. Okay, so just to let you know, I have stabbed 0 people. I know that if you haven't seen my comedy before, it does appear that a mental patient has wandered on stage and started yelling at you, but I assure you, stabbed 0 people. Not a stabber, I'm a hugger. A very awkward hugger. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Everybody seems like nice people here. Pokemon is slavery, correct? Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. We're capturing sentient creatures against their will and then pitting them in combat against each other for our own amusement, correct? How is that not slavery? I mean, at the very least, it's dogfighting, isn't it? We sent Michael Vick to prison for 2 years for dogfighting. Yet we blithely turn a blind eye and let our children happily participate in this vile blood sport. And there are some pokey apologists in the audience tonight that are upset by what I just said. That's just because they've been inundated with images of happy Pokemon frolicking with their loving trainers, which was all just propaganda from the Poke Industrial Complex. They don't show you what goes on inside those Pokeballs. They don't show you the emaciated Squirtles and Bulbasaur huddled together, shivering in pools of their own feces. It's disgusting. The people that participated in it are disgusting. They should be locked up. Anybody here into Pokemon? Anybody know? Oh, right down here in front, and he's proud of it too. Sitting on the porch of your Poke plantation, sipping your mint juleps. You sicken me, sir. That's just fun. That's fun. It's fun to scold the audience sometimes. So you learn a lot of interesting things about people in these times. Have you noticed that people started going after the toilet paper again? Like that worked so well the first fucking time. They did. They started hoarding toilet paper again. Like that. And this is one of those things that I have to ask these people, what kind of end of the world scenario do you think this is going to be that hoarding shit tickets is the answer to your problems? You're not going to be able to wipe your ass with toilet paper in the apocalypse. You're not even going to have a toilet. The apocalypse, you're going to have to wipe your ass with old newspaper if you're lucky. Or a handful of gravel. Or a rat who happened to be passing by. And Russ, if you want to wipe your ass with a rat, you want that tail to go down the forearm like so. And you want to use the back of the rat. Because word to the wise, rats do not appreciate being used as toilet paper. So you turn them around, they can be a wee bit nibbling. Just saying. It's free advice at a comedy show, Russ. So, I had to go to the grocery store the other day to get cat food and vodka. Because my cat's an alcoholic. I was screaming at my cat before I came here. Because that's what you do when you can't afford a therapist. Consent some of you people that are concerned about the cat. It's okay, you can yell at your cat. I've decided. I would argue that there is no creature more indifferent to human suffering than a fucking cat. Your cat would watch you die of a heart attack with cool indifference. Your cat would watch the life drain from your eyes while blithely licking its asshole, wondering when you're gonna feed him next. You can yell at your cat, I assure you. If anything, they enjoy the drama. Although that could be why she drinks so much. We'll go ahead and put a pin in that one. I hate the grocery store. It's hard to really comprehend like any place that I hate more. I use the self-checkout counter, and I can sense some of you silently judging me for using the self-checkout counter because I know what it does. I know that it kills jobs, it undermines unions, causing further stress on the fabric of society, making us vulnerable to the inevitable rise of the machines. I use the self-checkout counter every single fucking time. You know why? So I've got my priorities straight. So on the one hand, the fall of man. On the other, eye contact and chit-chat. It's an easy decision. Mankind had a good run. I'm not in the fucking mood for it. Sometimes you can't use a self-checkout counter though. Sometimes you gotta pick your cashier, don't you? And when you're picking a cashier, you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a cashier with dead eyes that hates their fucking life. Those motherfuckers go fast. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, now I can go back to questioning my life decisions. You know what I'm not looking for? A guy that's happy to fucking be there. A guy that's interested in your weekend plans. Would really like to try that. And has a pithy little antidote for any whatever mundane detail happens to manifest in a 6-foot fucking square of influence. Like say he's scanning your fucking half-gallon jug of rot gut vodka and it comes up to 1975. And he goes into one of these. Oh, 1975, that was a good year. I remember I graduated high school in 75. I remember the summer of 75, I took old Tina Cartwright down to the lake in my Trans Am, and ooh, that was a day to remember. Doot! I'd never gotten more than a rough tuggy behind the Harbor Freight dumpster from old Tina, so you'd be surprised when I lay her down on the back seat and pull her knickers off, and what did I see, boy, but the biggest, hairiest beaver you ever saw in your life, son. Looked like the forest moon of Endor. Dude. The forest moon of Endor is a Star Wars reference, which was a film that was popular at the time, although the Ewoks' home planet wasn't introduced until the 1983 film Return of the Jedi, come to think of it, which some think was a cynical marketing ploy on Lucas's part for merchandising rights, but who's to say? Dude. 1983 is when I was introduced into anal play, and hey, where are you going, mister? You left your shit here. I'm leaving. I've made a terrible mistake. You dropped your keys, boss. A walk. I need the exercise. Yeah, so I hate the grocery store. I don't know if that's evident. I'm not. I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to bring things down. This is a comedy show. And I don't want to bring things down, but I feel compelled to say that I don't think that we should be selling meth to bears. And I can sense there's some blank looks from some of you city folk that aren't in tune with the challenges facing rural communities. Communities in the heartland of America. Places that have problems with meth. And also bears. And also meth bears. Which is not just the worst idea for a Saturday morning cartoon ever. These bears are real, and they're not just after your picnic baskets. They're probably after your catalytic converters and copper wire, let's be honest. Any loose change you might have. But nobody's doing anything about these meth bears. And it's an issue that's going tragically ignored by local politicians that are running in the upcoming midterms. And I don't know why, because it's a winning issue in my opinion. I mean, the ads write themselves. Say you're running for sheriff. You could do one of these. I'm Chuck Parker and I'm running for sheriff of Cheyenne County, and I'd just like to say that selling meth to bears is wrong. The meth bears are tearing apart our schools. as they rampage through the campuses and playgrounds, devouring the school children. Now, I don't know how many third graders have to be torn limb from limb by tweaker grizzlies before we say that selling meth to bears is wrong. My opponent, on the other hand, remains strangely silent on the meth bear issue. Could it be that he's secretly smoking meth with bears? I think you know. This ad is paid for by the Citizens Against Meth Bears Alliance. Or some kind of LLC like that. You know they're probably funded by Big Pharma because they want the bears on mood stabilizers and fucking Adderall. But I hate texting. And I'll give you one reason why. Thumbs up emoji. Thumbs up emoji. Thumbs up emoji? Why not just tell me to fuck myself? Thumbs up emoji? Are you fucking kidding me? I pour my heart out to you and thumbs up fucking emoji. Why did I just set myself on fire? I am releasing a guided meditation app. In case any of you are wondering. But I've got to do it my way. If you want to follow along with me, I can give you an example. What you want to do is you want to take a nice deep breath, breathe in, yeah, and then breathe out, yeah. Focus on the breath. Try not to think about the fact that your boss is fucking your wife. Try not to imagine the wet slapping sound of his middle management balls bouncing off of her ass. Breathe in. Breathe out. Empty your mind. Try not to think about the possibility of the cancer that's growing inside your body. You know what kind of life decisions you've made. It's time to pay the piper, you degenerate fuck. The reckoning has come. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel yourself getting calmer. Try not to think about the inevitability of the end of days, which is surely coming with climate change and solar flares and nuclear war, complete societal collapse, chimps running in the streets with high-powered rifles, blood flowing in the gutters and crucifixions at every Starbucks. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm Chuck Parker, thank you very much. I'm selling meth bear shirts. Shirts that will help the bears get off of meth. I will be selling them in the back. And if you don't buy them, then the meth bears win. Meth bears! All right, thank you very much.
All right, give it up for Chuck Parker, everyone. And welcome to comedy here in Santa Fe. We meditate about everything. Wife getting fucked by your boss, meditate about it. Meth bear, meditate about it. That's how we do it here in Santa Fe. It doesn't work, and society's collapsing. Anyway, you guys having a good time tonight? Let me hear it. How are we doing? Excellent, very good. We've got two more very funny comedians coming up. Up next, the first white woman on Def Comedy Jam. Check out her podcast, Get Wood. This is Jess Wood. Everybody give it up for Jess Wood. Woo!
Want me to fucking strip? You're not gonna get it. Hey, Santa Fe. What's up, fuckers? What's up? What's up, fuckers? Yeah, you're a little low energy for me, all right? We're gonna talk. Like, can we talk? Hello. All right, let me look at these people. Let me look at some people. All right, I'm looking at you, bitch. What? See some young, where are my young men at? All right, you'll do. I see these men that I like, I like the 20-something-year-old man right now, and I feel like I have a hypothesis about it. I feel like it's, the reason I think I like and I'm attracted to these guys is we have history. I'm pretty sure that all my abortions are coming back to date me. Thank you. It gets better. Thank you. Thank you. I need to get your attention, fuckers. That's right. She's killing children up there. That's right, I am. I don't give a goddamn. My mom took me to my first abortion, and she gave me the talk that you have to give your kid when you're driving them somewhere very important like this. We're in the car, we're going, I'm 15 years old. She looks over at me and she goes, "Oh God, Jesse, children, they ruin your life." Ah, step on it, Mom. We gotta get this thing out of here. Jesus Christ. No, I like young men. I like the young men. Yes, I do. I was dating two guys at the same time for a couple years, not a brag, and the women will understand what I mean when I say both of them put together did not equal one good boyfriend. Thank you, ladies. The ladies understand. Yeah, they were horrifying. I mean, they were housed, which is, it's the least we can ask. I am attracted to the handsome homeless that I see here, though. Wow, there's some handsome homeless, especially in Albuquerque. Jesus. I can't catch eyes with these men because they look at me and they're like, "Oh, this lady would shower me." And I would. And I have. Yes. But these two gentlemen were housed when we were dating, and we dated through the Me Too movement. So never a consent. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, whatever they wanted, really. I'm a giver. And we were fucking for a while, me and these two gentlemen, and after a few months, they both became homeless. Oh my God, the power. Do you know what I'm saying? I started to call myself tent pussy, just like, hey, you stop paying your bills, you stop paying your rent, you just want to come sleep in the tent. Do you know what I'm saying? She's a poet as well. Oh my goodness. It's a triple threat. Same thing. Anyway, so I left those guys in LA and I came out to old Albuquerque, and I met up with a young man, such a gorgeous, he was a Hopi, and I hope he comes back. Do you know what I'm talking about? Come on, Santa Fe! That was terrible, I'm so sorry. But it was fun, it's fun. I'm trying to have fun up here. Anyway, oh God. So, I met this young gentleman. He came home to my apartment with me, and we're making out on my couch, and it's getting real hot. I got my shirt off, bra on, and he stops, and he goes, "You sure you want to take it any further? Sure you want to go to the bedroom?" And I was like, "Oh my God, consent. Oh my God, how adorable." Really? Yeah, my inner monologue was more like, "Put it in my mouth!" Like, I was a lady that night. And we go into the bedroom, and like 3 strokes in, he just starts choking me, and I'm like, "Consent! Consent! Consent!" I signed nothing. There were no forms involved before And then he spit on my pussy. Ah! He spit on my pussy. Do you understand? I yelled at him like you yell at a dog who pees on the rug. I said, "No!" I said, "No!" And then I added, "It's wet enough already!" The boy needs to know. I don't understand Gen Z, man. You guys, they choke each other out, they spit on each other, but they can't handle the word moist. If any of you are here tonight, you fuckers, I don't know what it is. Why? Anyway, you should be moist, my love, my young loves. Please be moist. It's not just for cakes anymore. Please. I beg of you. But after I fucked this young gentleman, I did run into him again, and it is awkward when you run into a guy that you fucked and you hadn't seen or heard from, in a couple of months, perhaps. And, don't judge. And then we see one another, and he gives me the weird, like I'm his aunt kind of hug with the tappa shit. I got pissed, man. I was like, "You better hug me a little bit harder. You came on my chest 3 weeks ago, so let's go!" Oh my God, like you've never come on anyone's chest. Look at this crowd, you fucking bunch of white people. Scary! Scariest people in the world. Oh my God, you guys know. Colonizers, oh my God, sorry. I know, you're one of us. I'm a Jew, so I'm not one of you. That's right, you hate me as well. Yes, I am a Jew. And I recently played in a German club, which was really interesting for me because the green room was in the library. And as I sat my Jew ass in the library of a German club, I looked around at all the books and I thought, Grandmama! Oh, fuck you. Where are the Jews? Are there some here? There's like 7 of us in the state. All right, thank you. Oh, very good. God bless. And then I meet Jewish guys. I think they're Jewish. Their names are Joshua, and they want to tell me they're native. I'm like, no, Joshua, you're my cousin. Hello. I'm like, did your family flee Spain? Inquisition. Oh, what a state. All right. Hey, how you doing? Mel Brooks. Anybody? Nobody? You fucks. You know Mel Brooks. It's the right age range. Hello. All right. Talk about me a little bit more. Sure, the Jew. I was raised in Los Angeles, a great place if you hate to read. Thank you. Hollywood proper, for sure. It's weird to come from Hollywood, to grow up in Hollywood, you know, because people come from all over the world to come to Hollywood, and they get all excited and shit. They recognize shit. They're like, oh my God, remember that movie that was shot right here? Oh my God, I love that movie. Oh my God, remember that TV show? That show was shot like all right through here. Because I would walk through Hollywood and go, oh my God, I was shot here. I was shot in a drive-by shooting. Now, I don't take it personal. Look at me. I mean, really, I know I'm as weirded out as you guys are. So, but I did used to hang out with cholos. I did, you know. I don't have to explain what a cholo is in Albuquerque. I don't know about out here, though. You know, buttoned up at the top, hair slicked back. Santa Fe? All right, cool. Well, yeah, in 7th grade, I met these fellas, and they were adorable. And one guy came right up to me at my locker. I was just hanging out in 7th grade. He comes up to me, he's like, Jessica, you need to hang out with us. We've been watching you, homegirl. You're fucking crazy. I was like, I am? You've been watching me? Awesome. And he goes, yeah, my name's Froggy. I was like, oh my God, Froggy. Does that tattooed tear mean he killed somebody? Because it's adorable. And he goes, yeah, but that was a long time ago. Okay, we're in 7th grade. I smoked a lot of PCP with the gang members. A lot of PCP. Daily PCP. Yeah, you can be weirded out. Sure, of course. I was bad at it too. I was horrible at it. I wasn't a good PCPer. I blacked out all the time. All the time blacked out. Froggy would fuck with me. Jessica fucking blacking out all the time and stuff. Fucking lightweight. I'm like, it's elephant tranquilizer, Froggy. I don't know if you did the research. It's a lot. Came time to give me a nickname. I was so excited. I was like, ooh, what's my nickname? Like Blanca Loca. You know, I had ideas, you know? And they were like, nah, Maniac. It's like, Maniac? I never saw that on the wall or anything. I'm like, why Maniac? They're like, because you're crazy. I go, I'm crazy. Wasn't my idea to get the gun and go for a ride in the van. You know what I mean? I just thought Spider was cute. Just went along. You guys are adorable. I'm all right. Everybody knows I'm okay now, right? Jesus Christ. Woo, Lordy. All right. It's true. When a comic gets quiet, you're like, uh-oh, is this bitch what's she gonna say to me? Oh, man. Yeah, my mom hated white people when I was growing up. She hated white people. Looked just like me. Yeah, she was right. I know. It's applause for that. She was right. She always used to tell me all the time, too, oh, God, Jesse, white people, they're so creepy. You know, they're creepy. I'm like, you mean us? Is that you mean? And I know she sounds like a Connecticut housewife with pearls, perhaps, but she was actually an obese hippie with teeth missing that mattered. I don't know if you know, you're missing some molars, I'm missing some molars, that's my business. But the upfronts, you know, Mom. Come on. Those priorities straight. Of course, I know she's missing more teeth now because she's dead, so, gets worse. I know she's missing all of her teeth because we burned her like the Jew she was. Oh my God! You are not allowed to say that anymore. You are canceled, young lady. It's all right, my aunt loves that joke, her sister. She's like, it has a lot of levels to it. I understand. She was cremated when we don't usually cremate because of the history, you know. It's like, you explain the joke, Aunt Vicky. I would like that better. Thank you. My Aunt Vicky, she's a gas man. She's a New York Jew. I love a New York Jew. She gave me the pipe that looks like a lipstick, and she goes, it's awesome. You could be taking a hit at a red light. Cop thinks you're applying your lipstick. Genius. Thanks, Auntie. The best. Oh man, I've learned a lot about New Mexico. The weather here is a little strange. Like in Albuquerque, the weatherman is the hardest working man in Albuquerque for sure, hands down. This fucking guy, he is like, oh good God. I mean, he's got to tell us like, oh, so many things, so many goddamn things. And he just jumps in like, hi, good morning, Albuquerque, good morning. All right, you're gonna want to get your hat and your scarf and your coat because it's gonna be about 20 degrees this morning, okay? Okay, we're gonna go noon time. We're gonna strip all that off. You're gonna need some short shorts and some flip-flops. It's gonna be summertime out there, about 87 degrees, about noon. All right, at 5 p.m., a child probably will be taken. Okay, at 7 o'clock. You know it's funny because it's true. That's so sad. Don't tell me you fuckers didn't turn off your Amber Alerts on your phone too, you assholes. This is a lot of alerts. It's distracting. There's a lot of nice art in here. Southwest art, it's nice. George O'Keeffe, wonderful woman, wonderful art. Do you think it was a little hard for her in her life? Like everything she looked at was a fucking vagina. Do you know what I mean? It's exhausting. Georgia, look at this poppy. Vagina. No. Look at this cow skull. Dry vagina. No. I love my vagina. I masturbate a lot. I do. And thank you, ladies. Yes, the ladies know. We have to, because you know who doesn't know where you know what is. Oh my God. I do. I masturbate like a man. I mean, not like that. I wouldn't feel a thing. That would be some bullshit. What is this? This is horrible. I hate this. Why is it that when we make a dick, when ladies make a dick, a fake dick, we're like, it's giant. My cock is large. It's quite large. Have a gander. At my member. Who uses that word anymore? My member is large. I do. I masturbate a lot, and I call my clit the dolphin because it just makes sense, you know. Just yeah! Fucking lick that dolphin, baby! I'm pushing heads like lettuce, ladies. Do you know what I'm saying? Just fucking yeah, buddy. Get in there, buddy. Get in there. You're starving. You're starving, sir. You haven't eaten in years. Yes. And I believe the bush is back. Okay, girls and ladies, yes, the bush is back. Thank you. Yeah, right? Because God, these fucking guys, thank God is right. And did you see during COVID, well, let's talk about COVID for a second. I'm so glad that it's kind of, you know, evening out or whatever it's doing. But I'm happy we're all here and we're all seeing each other's faces. You know, a maskless, thank you, baby girl. And you know, a COVID for me is a lot like herpes. Like I should have had it by now. You know what I mean? Living recklessly. But during COVID, I noticed a lot of the men grew beards. And those are usually the men who are like, you gotta shave it all down, girl. Like, I don't like that look. I call that look the Amber Alert look, actually. That's what I call that. I fucking like it, buddy. So I grow my bush out, you know, you want to keep your lips warm, so do I. You know? Just Velcro with me, I don't mind. Plus, we've all been so spoiled for so long, we've done little maps and shit on our pubes. Oh, there, to the left, to the right, up in the... It's a heart, because I love you. But before I go, I know a couple of people have talked about the apocalypse tonight, and I would like to also accompany them in that. I think it's on everyone's mind, I really do. I feel like it's kind of inevitable. The grid will go. I don't think the zombie thing's gonna happen, but I think the grid and, water. Like, there's gonna be some shit. So we gotta think about skills. We gotta think about our skills. Can you build? Can you farm? Can you forage? Shit like that. So I was talking to my friend Charlotte the other day about what our apocalypse skills are, and she said, Jess, what's your apocalypse skill? And without missing a beat, I said, sucking dicks! Yes! That's right. And Charlotte said, oh, I don't think that's a skill. And then I felt bad for Charlotte. Really kind of for her husband as well, Like, I myself come from a long line of dick suckers. Jew. Jewish girls, we push our own heads. Like me. I'm one of you, I swear it. It's true. My lineage is such. There's also a family crest it's a blazer with a family crest upon it, and family crest is family crest. That's it. That's it for me. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm Jess Wood. Jess Wood. Get Wood.
All right, give it up for Jess Wood. Get Wood. I'm already halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can tell. And give it up for Sex and Drugs, the unofficial theme of the night. Sex and drugs, the meat and potatoes of all comedy. Not only are we having a blast here tonight, folks, I think we're breaking records. I don't think this many people have ever been awake in Santa Fe past 9:30. So give it up for yourselves, guys. Congratulations. We've got one comedian left, a very funny guy who comes from Atlanta. Everybody give it up for Stef Darnell. Stef Darnell, everybody.
Hold up, man. Keep clapping, goddammit. I'm like y'all happy to be here, shit. The fuck I'm talking about. Y'all about to hear a lot of cuss words in a row tonight, so be prepared for that. The fuck is going on? How y'all doing? Doing alright? That's your girlfriend, y'all cuddled up real close and shit, that's cool. She get bit in a zombie apocalypse, what are you gonna do? Go! If she gets shot, or if she gets bit in the zombie apocalypse, what are you gonna do? It's over. You know? He was like, I'm out. I'm leaving you. I would do the same thing. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta save yourself, man. She gonna bite you too and turn you into one. You can't, nah, man. It's inevitable. You either gotta chop her whole shoulder off, you know what I'm saying? Or you gotta leave her, man. You know what I mean? Put out her misery or something. Don't do that, man. She's cool. Y'all, it ain't gonna be a zombie apocalypse. I thought the beginning of the pandemic was gonna be the zombie apocalypse. I'm a nerd, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared as fuck for a second. I was like, man, these people out here fucking biting people, folks' face off and shit. It was like at the beginning, motherfuckers eating, doing, what's that, bath salts? They was eating each other's faces, man. Like, why would you want to do a drug that make you do that? Like, I don't understand. They eat face, man. You get you some barbacoa or something, man. You be all right, that's cheap meat, baby. Like, same thing, man. About to have some fucking fun tonight, man. Fuck with this shit. I like white people being fucking brave enough to sit close to the stage. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna ask you that question at first, sir. But they just look more cuddled up than y'all. Y'all been together for longer, you know? That's how you know you've been with your man for a while. Y'all can sit a space apart and be cool. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't gotta be right up on each other. She scooted over just now. Nah, it ain't. No, it's not. It's the wrong place to bring a date. Especially on the first one. Especially with me here, I'm gonna find out. Y'all lucky this mic ain't cordless. I usually walk all around this motherfucker just to fuck with people. This is great. I know y'all looking at me like this motherfucker is tall as hell. You know what I'm saying? I am, man. I'm 6'6". I don't like it, man. I don't like none of that. All that little woo, yeah, nah, that shit, I hate it. I hate being this tall, man. Mainly because y'all ask dumbass questions. You know? Y'all ask dumb questions to tall people. Short people make it awkward all the time. You know what I mean? Be in the store, minding my own business and shit. Somebody asked me to get shit off the top rack for them. Like, bitch, I don't work here. I asked you to get shit off the bottom rack for me, my back hurt. Like the fuck? People always ask me, is my dad real tall? I'm like, do it look like I know my dad? Like, let's be real, you know what I'm saying? For everybody that laugh, y'all grew up in a two-parent household, and fuck you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm well adjusted, you know what I'm saying? I'm messing with y'all, that shit's dope, right? It's hot as shit, man. Let me take this shit off real quick, hold on. I don't do that, I ain't worked out in 2 years, man. I don't trust y'all coughing on them, that gym equipment, man. Black people super scared of the pandemic, but we don't fuck around, man. I should still be wearing a mask, but I don't give a fuck no more, man. I wore that jacket, this whole get up that I had on. I knew y'all was gonna know, like, immediately, as soon as I walked in, he's doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even see a token in here. Where are the black people at? That's where y'all be hiding. Like, where are the other black people at? This shit's crazy as hell. It's been the first place I've been out here where there ain't at least one. Like, goddamn. I ain't got no backup. Does it? I'm messing, man. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. White people cool as fuck. I love y'all, man. Y'all are, man. I'm dead ass. Y'all party the best. Out of all the races, y'all had the best parties. Don't give a fuck what nobody say. Every time I went to a white party, I've had the most amazing time of my fucking life. It's like shit, I got white boy wasted one time. Y'all know, some of y'all didn't react. Some people did. People that did was like, yeah, I was there when they invented white boy wasted. Like that. Y'all get fucked up. White boy wasted is when you get so drunk, you don't know what happened to you in the past, present, or future. You just black out. Or as I like to say, white out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to play games to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like beer pong and flip cup, kings and shit. Like, black people don't do that, man. It's like, hey, hand me that drink. I win. That's the game, son. Like, why? Why I gotta sink your battleship tonight to get fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we was here for this sole purpose. Fuck. Gotta play Clue for this shit. Colonel Mustard in the kitchen. Where the liquor at, motherfucker? Like, shit. Where we should be all getting drunk at, goddamn. What the fuck is wrong with you? Y'all wait for the first person to fall asleep and then y'all do fucked up shit to them. Just be like, hey, Bill, Steve's asleep. Let's draw dicks on his face. Like, why, son? Like,
fuck Steve.
I come to your party, I'm the first person to fall asleep. Do something cool for me. Just be like, hey, Bill, Stef's asleep. Let's fix his credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, co-sign on the car with a nigga or something, man. Like, I ain't got time for dicks. They don't show up that well, bro. Like, that Sharpie pen is not gonna, it's not gonna work, bro. Like, just, you know what I mean? Got a 580 right now, bro. He'll hook me up. Like, what are you doing? I'll be on that cryptocurrency shit. Fuck it, put me on, bro. Man. When does it become legal to fight your children? Is there an age or like a height when they, you know what I'm saying, when it's like, you said 10? You're a fucking abuser, sir. Like, Jesus. Like my son, maybe. My son is 6'3". That shit is like stupid. I feel like that, you know what I'm saying, now qualifies him for fisticuffs. I'm just saying, like, even if he is, he's 16 now, man, he's fucking 6'3", bro. I don't know what to do, man. I feel like we're gonna have to fight. It's like lions or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, only one of us is gonna be able to run the house soon. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to leave if he wins that fight and just go off and die with the rest of the old ass motherfuckers. Like, just a whole big pride of men just hanging out at the bars that they shouldn't be at and shit. It's like, damn, that girl look good. It's like, man, she is 20 years younger than you, sir. Like, you better chill the fuck out. Some of y'all that laughing there, y'all there now. This is y'all mark for that shit, right? It's one of these old ass motherfuckers that's not supposed to be here tonight, goddammit. Man, nah, I don't want to fight my son because he's bad or nothing. Like, he's not a bad kid, you know what I mean? He gets real good grades in school, plays basketball, of course. I swam in high school, man. I told you I was a nerd, bro. Like, I ain't give a fuck. But y'all stupid though. Like, the girls was already almost there. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, shit, that's why I did it. I was like, they in swimsuits already. This is pretty cool. And then I found out I was good. And I was like, oh shit, fuck these hoes. I'm trying to get in the Olympics. Goddamn, like. And shit. That's how sports should be. These motherfuckers be out here fucking up, bro. Like, don't let these daggone people get you off track, man. Go get this money, bro. Anyway, what was we talking about? I'm high as shit. I told you I'm white people. Some white dude gave me some weed just a few minutes ago. I was like, what's the name of this shit? He said, white privilege. I was like, oh shit. Motherfucker, I feel great, goddammit. Like, I don't know what y'all complaining about. This is amazing. I feel like a fucking superhero right now, goddammit. I walked in this bitch and asked for my money back. I hadn't even bought anything yet. Like, that shit was, and they gave it to me. That's what's crazy. I was like, oh, just give me this shit. Motherfucker asked me about my portfolio. I was like, that motherfucker is strong, sir. It's strong. I don't even know what the fuck a portfolio is, but I know my shit is strong. Now, I know strong was a good answer for that shit. A good goddamn answer, goddammit. We having fun. Are y'all having fucking fun? That's all. Are y'all tipping y'all goddamn bartenders and motherfuckers? Y'all look like y'all tipping me. Y'all look like y'all tipping me. You know what I'm saying? You tip, bro? How much? Now I'm messing with you. Can't ask nobody how much they tip, man. It's like asking you if you voted for Trump, brother. It's like, I'm messing with you. She wants to know, did I? Don't ask me that. Come on. Come on. I ain't want to vote for nobody, but I was good. I don't even want to talk about that shit. I have y'all on my side right now. I feel like let's just not get into it. We're just gonna stay the course. Oh shit. What was he talking about, man? For real. Like, I was talking about my son and going to the Olympics and shit. I don't want to talk about none of that no more. I'm scared to go to jail. I mean, for obvious reasons, and because I got like a bitch ass beard. You know what I'm saying? Can't go to jail with this shit, man. I was in the military for 10 years and shit. And like, you ain't got to clap. I ain't do it for you. I'm start clapping now and trying to get myself to this shit. Nah, it's like, we don't give a shit about this. But nah. You know, you're in the military, you can't grow facial hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have a mustache. You know what I mean? No beard, none of that bullshit. So when I got out, I thought I was gonna grow this thick, luxurious ass beard. This is all I got. Shit is patchy. It's terrible. Can't go to jail with this weak ass beard, man. Can't go in there. My cellmate see me and was like, hey man, you got a supple ass jaw. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, I thought supple was on a list of words that people in jail weren't allowed to say, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? Supple sound like what British people call the bottom side of a titty. Like, nice supple breasts. Like, yeah. Y'all fuck with British people? Like, y'all be watching Bridgerton and shit. Don't let me, I don't want to hear that shit. No, y'all watch that shit. I can see it now. You know what episodes you on, goddammit. I ain't watched the second season yet. The first season was scandalous. That's I watch weird shit, man. I don't give a fuck. Do what I want now, you know what I'm saying? I've seen Friends, goddammit. What you talking about? All the way through, madam. She was like, I'm not even denying you. Why are you yelling at me right now? I just like the target certain people was like, yes, we are friends. I don't know why I said that. I don't know you, lady. Follow me on Instagram. White people, let's talk. Let's real talk for real. I don't like how in these last couple years, like TV has been like portraying y'all and shit, man. Cause like I said, I fuck with y'all heavy, you know what I mean? So I was just wondering, like there's some shit I've been seeing on TV and movies and stuff like that I wonder if it bothers y'all like it bothers me. I just gotta ask y'all a few questions. I need some answers, man. So help me the fuck out, alright? Like, why y'all keep going to Jurassic Park? I don't understand. Y'all gotta be at every grand opening of that bitch. Like, all of them. You ain't see what happened at the last park. And the park before that. And the park before that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many T-Rex related deaths is it gonna take for y'all to stop fucking with Jurassic Park? I don't understand, man. White people just show up right at the door, happy to the motherfucker. For their kids, you did it for your kids. I know you did. You know what I'm saying? They like, I wanna go see dinosaurs. He's like, yep, I'm gonna give him whatever he wants. You fucked up, cause now he get carried off by a pterodactyl. You know what I'm saying? Should've never been there. That's how I know y'all listen to black people. There's only one black man that ever worked at Jurassic Park, and that was Samuel L. Jackson. And he was IT. He wasn't even supposed to see the dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? And he got killed. He was just an arm at the end of the movie. And that arm got a credit at the end of the movie. It wasn't even his arm for real. They put him on set after that. Hey, man, you gotta go. He was like, nah, you ain't gotta tell me. I'm out, man. Told you I wasn't supposed to see the dinosaurs. Why y'all wear flip-flops everywhere?
I know.
Y'all, all the time, something like, especially for the men. I ain't heard women. I like the toes out, man. You do what you do, man. That's just a woman thing, bro. But fellas, I mean, I kind of understand. Y'all never have to run from shit. So it's like, I gotta be able to maintain maximum acceleration at all times. So I gotta wear some closed-toe shit. You ever try to run in a pair of flip-flops and your flip-flops back and you blow a tire? That shit is no. Like, you can't. Cannot get maximum acceleration in no flip-flop, Tripp. My bad, Tip. I thought we was drinking up. My fault. Call back. Some people was paying attention, though. Why y'all listen to whale noises at night? You don't know what the fuck they saying? Now y'all wake up in the morning disgruntled as fuck because Free Willy been cussing at you for the last 8.5 hours. Shooting negativity into your heart and shit. Now you cussing out the motherfucker at Starbucks. They got your order right. You know what I mean? You was like, I said, goddamn! Like, you know what I mean? It's stupid. Whales out there making fun of y'all. Whales are smart as fuck. Dolphins too, but they just big dolphins. That's all it is. Dolphins are the assholes of the sea. You know? Some of y'all like dolphins. Y'all don't know how rapey they are. That's just crazy. Go look it up, son. Dolphins are fucking evil. Evil creatures. They just us without thumbs. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? If dolphins had thumbs, we'd be fucked, bro. Like, you strip a man butt ass naked and just put him out in the middle of the wilderness with nothing. You are now the weakest animal in the forest, man. Ants, bugs, all that shit can fuck you up. You know what I mean? Plants, you fuck around, eat the wrong mushroom or something. You shitting your life away out there. You know what I mean? Trying to tell you, I don't know shit about the wilderness. I am fuck. Y'all been camping one time, and that was reluctantly.
Well, I know, like, I didn't want to get in front
I
of
was
the
scared
camera,
as
that's
fuck,
what it
bro.
was.
I wouldn't worry about the
I
camera.
done seen white people get
Oh,
attacked
really?
by bears,
Okay.
you know?
I'll be
That's
brave.
not look
I just
fun,
worried
bro.
about
Why
the
y'all be out there fucking with animals? Like,
Camera-
that's another
camera's
thing y'all
fun.
do in the movies a lot. Is fuck with animals. Why? Like,
He already
why?
called me out. He said I
Wow,
was
man.
white, and I'm like, I'm not white, but I wasn't gonna say it.
You don't goddamn bears and deers and, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen that fucking animals attack? When that deer beat that man up, he stood up on his hind legs and squared it up with that dude like, beat the shit out that man. He put female deer piss on him. And that deer came and saw him, it was like, that is not pussy. Like, I came all this way for some deer pussy, and it is a dude with a beard standing in front of me. Oh, and he ain't bring his gun? I'm beating the shit out of this guy. I was tired, man. God damn, what are we talking about, man? How many of y'all got kids? Yeah. Don't kids say crazy ass shit, man, when they little, like they real little. They kids just say first thing that come to their mind. And I like it sometimes. You know what I mean? I was watching my son. He was 6 at the time. And I had my goddaughter with me. She was 2, you know. She was bathroom, go to change the diaper. Didn't realize my son was watching me over my shoulder. I was like, man, get out of here, you little pervert. Fucking send him to his room. You know? 30, 40 minutes pass, no sounds coming out of his room, nothing. You know what I mean? Go check on my son. He not in there playing with toys and nothing. He's just sitting in the middle of the floor. It's like, damn, son, what's good, man? What's wrong, man? Look up at me, those big old eyes. He was just like, Dad, why do girls' butts go all the way to the front? I was like, what the fuck? Like, dead ass serious, man. What are you supposed to do as a parent, man? In that moment, you gotta think quick. You gotta be on your toes, man. I prided myself on that. I had the right answer all the time. I was like, I don't know, son. Girls are full of shit, so they need more room to like. Love how I just walked y'all straight into that. It was great. But that is a true fucking story. My son actually asked me that shit. He took that shit to heart too, man. He went to school, came back home with a note from his teacher. She was like, your son said I had a front butt. I was like, oh shit. Like, she's right, lady. I don't know what the fuck that is, man. I don't know what the fuck I do. You don't know shit about vagina. How much time I got, bro? I feel like, I feel like Tripp was right there that he left. I don't know. I feel like I'm at the end of my shit, but I got so much more. Y'all, we kicking it right now? Like, we cool? Should've saved that for the end then, goddamn. I got more shit on the,
This isn't the end?
I really don't know, man. Nah, I'm messing. Man, you said you ready to go home? You done? I don't think people, huh? Who said that? Go home, son. Nobody stopping you. If you walk up, I am gonna say something, but you know what I'm saying? That's just part of it. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Let me leave them alone, man. We chilling. We was talking about me being scared to go to jail. I think I skipped a lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was talking about it, I'm just being real. Like, bro, I'm scared, bro. I don't think I'm built for it. Like, even though I'm, you know what I'm saying, big and luscious, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. You know what I mean? I can't go to jail like this, bro. I follow my jailhouse rules at the house. Like, that's how scared I am to go to jail, y'all. You know what I mean? Sir, you ever been at the crib by yourself? Taking a shower, you know what I mean? And you, boop, you drop the soap and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I was the first thing you do? The first thing I do is I open the curtain first to make sure nobody in there. You know what I mean? It's like... Then the goddamn... Sometimes the soap, when it hit that tub, it swoop down there by the drain, man. You don't bend at the waist to get that motherfucker. Bring it back to you with your foot. You bend at the knees, because you ain't trying to get raped by no ghost, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is New Mexico, man. I don't know if we on an Indian burial ground or something, man. That's poltergeist. I seen it before, goddamn. That's another white movie. Why all ghosts is white? I don't understand. Like in movies, why all the ghosts white? Like not the color that they, you know, booga booga. Just why y'all so angry? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had everything. This was a nice ass house before you fucking got mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like haunted it and nobody took care of this motherfucker. Like shit. That's why I got a tree going through the middle of it. It's like, leave, goddamn, just die in peace. You know what I mean? Only black ghost is Candyman, and he scares me because he looks like my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be any black dude in the fucking hood. He's just got a hook for a hand. I've seen that before, you know what I mean? One guy, that's it. Yeah, he's scary as fuck. Then he used bees. Yeah, how scary bees are, you know what I mean? Like, they cool ass animals, but they'll fuck you up, you know what I mean? There's an animal that'll sting you and die willingly. You know, I don't give a fuck. And then what he stabs you with is his dick, you know what I mean? That's what the bee stinger is a penis, sir. You know that shit? Yes, sir. One of these motherfuckers in here sell bee pollen or something in here. You know, it's Santa Fe, goddamn. Somebody made turquoise and goddamn. Let me. Nah, man. Ah, man, for real, y'all. Like, for real though, I do love my child, man. I took him on tour with me, and we went through like probably what had to been like the most religious town in Texas I'd ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? It was like every sign we passed had something about Jesus on it. It was just like, you know, Jesus loves you, Jesus, you know, saves, all this stuff's cool. You know, get to the end of the town, last sign in town, biggest sign in town, said Jesus didn't tap out, he loves you, you know what I'm saying? Cool sign. Problem is, they wrote tap out how they write tap out in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus didn't tap out, he loves you. It's a great sign. It's true. Jesus didn't tap out. But his hands were nailed down. So I'm just saying, like, it's been real, y'all. I love y'all, man. Stef.
Going for Stef, everybody. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Tumbleroot. Make sure to tip your fabulous bartenders. So we're going to bring the comedians out one more time. All right, come on, comedians, figure out the door. Here we go. So give it up one more time. We've got Kate, Anella, TJ Jones, Tripp Stelnicki, Chuck Parker, Jess Wood, and of course, Stef Darnell. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We are Wayward Comedy here in Santa Fe. We're very busy. Open mic every Wednesday at Chili Lime Brewery, 8 o'clock. We got another show coming up here at the Tumbleroot Friday, May 6th at the same time. And we got an improvised game show, 8 o'clock, this Thursday at the Santa Fe Brewing Company. Thank you so much, everybody. Drive safe. Have a good night.
How's it going? Good. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Cheers.
it.